Welcome back to the podcast. We're here. We're still wearing the same clothes as last week.
And they're there.
Yeah, you guys are in the camera.
Dry shampoo is amazing.
Broken lens.
What?
Yeah. I want them to know that I at least attempted bathing.
Oh, I'm glad you
Send love to Prescott again this week. He really needs it. Okay, so this episode we are talking about what types of marketing do you specifically need. Not everyone needs every single type of marketing. You know, you don't need to put an ad in the newspaper.
Oh God, no.
Honestly, I'm really curious why people are still putting ads in newspapers.
Well, okay,
Why is the newspaper still a thing?
Yeah.
because old people still
They still read it.
newspaper.
Yes.
I 100% they do.
Actually, that's true. Yeah.
So if you like, honestly,
Or an old person.
yeah, like medical facility,
Yeah.
not necessarily a bad idea to put it in a newspaper.
Yeah.
There's better ways, I think, but still.
yeah.
That's true.
But if you're trying to sell, I don't know, like
Not life
Say something,
insurance.
but
like if you're like trying to sell vapes or something, I don't know, or sports equipment, don't put an ad in the newspaper.
no.
Like what? That's a waste
Yeah,
of
it's
money.
waste
Yeah.
of money, time, effort.
That's a waste of money. If you
And
put,
you're not even gonna get full color. It's black and white.
I mean, you can't put color.
You can't put color, but that's probably arm and leg.
I mean, I don't think they're charging peak prices anymore for the newspaper.
You never know.
I really hope that we don't have somebody that is an editor for a newspaper to come and hunt us down. They're talking trash.
Talking trash. The Southern comes at us.
Oh my
We
God.
get first the cover.
I mean, our videos aren't the ones that end up in the trash. It's the newspapers.
Ooh. That's not wrong.
No.
Oh, well, actually, no. It's whenever if it's a revision, then I put the old one in the trash can.
Oh, okay,
in the
okay.
Mac because
Yes.
yeah,
And
then
it's
But it's not
take
in
it
the
out.
physical trash can though.
And it's intentional
But
too.
it looks physical.
It looks physical, but it's not.
Well, I mean, it's intentional when I throw away a newspaper.
That's true.
Yeah.
I saw a bunch of old people reading the newspaper the other day at McDonald's. I was like,
See, boom.
I was like, oh dang.
Stop going to McDonald's, Riley.
Well,
Yeah,
hey,
really.
listen, there's
stop
nothing else to eat
eating
in
that.
Heron.
Speaking of great marketing,
McDonald's.
Yes.
Yeah, they get Riley all the time. So
Dude, somehow I always end up in their line. I don't know. Getting that double McDoubles or McChickens or whatever.
And it's always after he eats it, man. I thought it'd be different this time. He's like, I still
Yeah.
feel rough.
Yeah.
It's the
Man.
same end result, but somehow
I got.
they wipe that part.
They got my hat.
Okay. So Prescott, why should someone use Instagram for marketing? Go.
I think if you have a polished product, that's kind of where intentionally marketed material, like you think about it, you put it together, you spend some time on it. That is Instagram is kind of where it goes to live. That, and I think YouTube and Facebook kind of similar. You don't really see the kind of ads on TikTok that you see on Instagram.
Okay. So talk about
They're a
the
little
difference
different.
then.
They're a little different.
I feel like the ones on TikTok, it's more interactive. Yeah. It's funnier. That's where you see the huge shares. Because I mean, with the three of us, we're always sharing stuff from TikTok.
Well, I still don't have TikTok.
Oh, that's
back.
true.
Ah, you took it off.
Literally every time Prescott sends me a TikTok, I don't know, once every 3 days maybe.
Probably.
or more sometimes, and I open it in my browser like an 84-year-old person
man.
and watch it
In
and,
Safari.
and I have to figure out how to turn the sound on every time because it starts with the sound off, and I'm like, what the frick is this?
And I guarantee you that's only on the desktop right there.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Let's give them the worst experience. They get fed up and just download it.
Oh gosh.
That's not the worst idea.
Not
though.
the bad idea, no.
Yeah.
It's more users on their platform.
And also look at this, Apple, they some of the stuff that they don't want people buying, they would prefer us to have phones and tablets before a laptop because you can do more with a phone and tablet. So some of their laptops and desktops are kind of expensive out of necessity to deter people from buying them.
Yeah, that's
Marketing.
That's not wrong. So back to the difference between TikTok and Instagram.
It feels more off the cuff. Like you can do it just right with your phone, and there's all the software you need to edit it in there.
Yeah.
There are a few little apps popping up like CapCut where you can edit in there. But a lot of people just say like, yeah, I record all my content, I edit it right in the app and I post it.
Yeah.
And it does its job. I think when it comes down to having a video, if you want to come across as personable and relatable, probably don't have a high polished video because people are going to see that like, oh, they put some money behind that versus just like you got a ring light and you got your phone and it's right off the cuff. You can kind of say, you stumble a little bit and then you hit post. It's way more personable than an ad where you can spend some time. Hey, you want to say that over again? You kind of stumbled a little bit.
Yeah.
I've been I saw a video of this girl. She did like a like an ad for a client or whatever, and it's just ring light and camera, but they used an audio track. She like lip synced, and I was like, oh, this is great. And so it's more like relatable.
Yeah, for sure. That makes a lot of sense to me because I'm still on Instagram and Facebook, so I see those ads all the time. But yeah, I'm not really on TikTok. But I would say most Facebook and Instagram ads are fairly polished most of the time. You get the spare one every now and then that's like, what the heck's going on?
What is this?
Yeah. I've seen those. I'm like, what? Okay. They're trying to bring TikTok over here.
Yeah. And then why would someone need like a 30-second commercial for TV?
So I think I'm gonna go back to McDonald's. Like, I feel like with McDonald's, they have their content that is for like TV, and it's like kind of also placed at like sporting events and things like that, because that's a larger screen, generally horizontal.
Right.
But then you can pull shorter content from it. So say you have a block that's like 30 seconds long, you put the full commercial, but you only have a 10 or 15 second block, so you can just trim down like the unneeded part, and you still have a understood commercial that looks good. But I feel like where you're going to place content that's horizontal and in that space, I feel like that's disappearing really quickly. It's like outside of a theater, TV, desktop ads on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch. I don't really know any other places.
Don't get me started on ads on Twitch.
That's borderline just invasive privacy.
It is. I swear to gosh, they run like 7 at a time.
Riley, what do you think about 30-second commercials?
I think don't run them on TV. Run them on YouTube.
Why?
Because you got more users on YouTube compared to television. But
YouTube, you can skip 30-second ads.
You can, yeah. But if it's a good ad, you're gonna have that user watch it.
Okay, so I'm gonna disagree a little bit.
Really?
You ready?
You think so?
Yeah.
So
30-second commercials on TV are still good for one single reason. Because nobody watches them, right?
No one wants
like
it.
you're sitting there watching TV, you pull up your phone, right?
Yeah.
It's not about that.
Okay.
It's about brand like awareness, like constant brand awareness.
Oh, like top of mind.
Yes. So McDonald's doesn't need to run ads.
No.
Everybody knows who the frick McDonald's is. But
Exactly.
you know what? They spend probably billions of dollars
on their
every
ads,
year on marketing. Okay. And it's because they get into the subconscious minds and they get into the back of your mind. And so then when you drive past a McDonald's, you're then imagining the McChicken or whatever, and then you pull in, and it's all subconscious. Like you don't even realize you're doing it.
Yeah.
That's why 30-second ads are still big, is because these guys know that, and how they develop their commercials is it's going into the subconscious mind and being like, hey, we're here, we're the best.
Yeah.
Always, and it's going to taste the same everywhere you go.
Psychology.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like they also do a lot more. It's like almost like culturally relevant stuff now too, because you have people that endorse it. Like who is the people?
Oh my gosh, Sweetie.
Yeah.
Then Cardi B and what's his face? I forgot. I don't know.
So yeah, you have like these people that it's a culturally relevant thing, and they're like, this is our meal. Yeah. Like this is what I always get.
Yeah.
Using those phrases right there, it's a personal connection at this point.
Yeah.
And I don't really see any other brands doing stuff because they kind of want to be like, oh, we want it to be for everybody. Well, not every brand, but
sure.
Like they don't want to push you in a specific way of how to use it or think about it. They want you to do that on your own. Whereas McDonald's is like, it's yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. So yeah,
there's a reason Riley knows that so well.
Hey, listen,
the fact that I can't do it.
Before I came here, I went to McDonald's.
Oh my!
And
Did you really?
I swear to God, and I got a double cheeseburger with a high C.
Dude, I'll be honest.
Their high C's banging.
That sounds awful to me now because I haven't had McDonald's.
I need to quit eating McDonald's.
Dude,
well, I already told you that, but
I know you told me that. I ain't listening.
but gosh, that sounds so disgusting to me right now. Does that sound gross to you?
Yeah, I don't eat.
It was so good.
They're in your mind.
Yeah,
I know.
They're winning right now.
Yeah,
hey, Jacob.
Okay, so So let's move on to YouTube ads. Because I actually think YouTube is super different from TikTok, Instagram, TV, because there's like special techniques. Like I see all these YouTube ads that are 5 minutes long.
I skip those suckers. I'm like, I'm out of here.
Right, but do you know why they do that?
Because sometimes, like, I'll be listening to music, so I'll put on like a full concerts while I'm like editing. Sometimes
YouTube will not charge you for the full ad if they don't watch a certain percentage.
Oh.
Really? I didn't know that.
Correct.
I was thinking it was for people that just like have it in a second monitor.
Well,
to
that also
listen.
works, right?
I didn't know that.
People
They
aren't
don't
paying
charge
attention.
you.
But if you have a long ad, there's a certain percentage where YouTube will not charge you because they didn't watch your ad long enough. So yeah,
So it's like
I didn't know that.
It's a loophole,
right,
but those are usually the ones that are you can skip though.
exactly.
And they're not the best. They're not good, probably.
Well, it just depends on the
Depends
content.
on the content, yeah.
Content. But then also what YouTube has done now, and I'm trying to think of it. Before, I remember if it was a 15 or 10-second commercial, you could still skip it in 5 seconds.
Yep.
I don't think you can do that anymore. I think if it's a 15-second commercial, you have to watch it. At least that's been my experience in the last several months. Made me so annoyed.
It's like, dude, I just want to skip this dang video.
But now going back to we were talking about the 30-second commercials. If you can cut it down to 15 seconds, throw it on YouTube, people are gonna have to watch it.
Yeah, they're gonna have to.
Yeah.
Or just be a creator and just throw your ad within your video.
Yes, that as well. Yeah, that's always a big thing. Is if you actually have an audience, a good decent sized audience on a platform, run commercials on your platform.
Yeah. Or just make it like feel like it's part of the video.
Yeah.
Like I saw a video the other day, like they were doing like a mystery box video, and they're like, oh look, we got this, like it was for G Fuel. They're like, oh, we got this thing, Chug Rug, like it's yeah. Then the guy who's on the can, he like came around the corner. It's like, yeah, did you know Chug Rug is blah 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 blah. And it was like less than 10 seconds.
Wow.
I was like, this is great,
That's crazy.
fantastic, and I didn't feel like I was watching an ad.
Yeah.
It was just part of the video.
Right.
And that's where I think a lot of ads are going, where you have like people like, hey, like you embody the market that we want to have. Will you endorse it and like do stuff with it? So it's a paid, you have to disclose it. It's a paid video, but it's kind of like video editors using Motion Array. And it's a paid advertisement by Motion Array, but they talk about it, hype it up, and then they give you a discount code. And some of the ones that I guess have like, whatever, like the time frames like ran out, there's Motion Array ads now on that one too.
Oh yeah.
And so I feel like it's kind of goes back to podcast ads.
Right.
You don't mind listening to it. One, I can just skip it. Like you just tap your headphones a couple of times and you're through it. But if I see someone that I know using something like with each other, like when we go and look for more equipment, when I needed some lav mics, I'm like, okay, what would Lucas get?
Right.
But rather than go on Amazon, I can find a lot at a certain price. Yeah. So I think that right there is it's like word of mouth in a way.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah, for sure. And let's hit on word of mouth a little bit, because I think that's a big factor. And I think you'll actually, in my opinion, if someone recommends you, that is usually better than them seeing an ad 7 or 8 times.
Yeah. And if it's a little pricey, sometimes you can justify it. It's like, oh wow, this person like says it's a part of his workflow. It changed how he is more efficient. Like I'm interested in that. Those are some things I need.
Yeah, exactly. Like I can't tell you how many people I've recommended to Sweetwater just because of the customer service. So if there's anything audio related ever, I would tell them buy it from there because they'll take care of you. Like it doesn't matter what it is or even how cheap it is. Like I bought something there from $30 and I bought something there that was $5,000. It didn't matter. It was the customer service was the exact same.
They'll call you, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Straight call you.
Same thing with Sigma. I got everybody in the studio using a 2470.
Yeah, and now I'm gonna have to call them
Yeah,
I know.
to
but
fix my lens.
great customer service.
Right.
Yeah.
You're gonna talk to a real person. It's gonna be timely, and they're gonna treat you right. The expectations are super in line.
I think recommendations with smaller businesses, it's like, hey, I just got my haircut from this really cool guy. You should go check him out.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, how was your experience? You tell me how your experience was. You go check him out.
Yeah.
They're making money.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's how we all are with new restaurants and everything. We're always talking about, it's like, oh, I went there and I loved it. It was great.
Really?
And yeah, like Nacho Fries the other day up the street.
Dude,
from
he
us.
told me that. I was
Yeah.
like, there's no shot.
Dude,
And I was
you
like,
got-
I gotta go.
Yep. You should go. They're open right now, right after we finish.
No, he just had McDonald's.
Oh my god, yeah.
He might die. He might have a heart attack.
Yeah, shoot,
Prescott, stop.
We got him off Panda Express. We can get him off McDonald's.
I would much rather him be on Panda Express than
No,
McDonald's.
dude, Panda's
any day.
nasty.
You just had McDonald's.
Yeah, but it's better than Panda.
I don't think that's true.
Dude, yes, it is.
You get way more vegetables at Panda.
Dude, Panda's disgusting.
At least when you eat Panda Express, the vegetables still have crunch to
Compared to
them.
the one across the
All
street.
right. Panda Express or McDonald's down below.
Yeah, I
yeah,
think we need to
we're taking
settle
a
this.
vote.
Like,
Yeah.
what would
In the
you rather your
comments.
friends eat? Panda Express or McDonald's?
They both just sound nasty.
Yeah. Can we just fast?
You know what?
I'll get
We need to bring something else in here. White Castle.
Oh, man, don't even get me started.
Some good
Just
memories.
thinking about it just makes me want to puke.
Bro, you just had
I
McDonald's.
know.
White Castle.
you
McDonald's, White Castle.
Wait, you're saying White Castle's better?
No,
Or-
worse.
Oh, okay.
Worse.
You put it on top.
Yeah, I know. White Castle's worse than McDonald's.
You have a weird way of measuring things.
Okay.
Well-
Well, I'm sorry, everyone, that we're where we are right now. But next, okay, last one.
Yeah.
Wait, no, go ahead.
White Castle has those flags for marketing. You always know.
That's true.
You always know. Hey, there's a White
That's
Castle because those flags.
that's brand awareness.
Brand
man.
awareness, man.
Yeah, it's kind of like the arches for McDonald's.
Yeah.
All right, continue.
Okay, last thing is that I want to talk about that I think is key for a lot of businesses is email marketing.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not really talked about as well because it's not as flashy. It seems kind of boring, right?
Yeah.
But if you are if you have a decent size audience and you're collecting emails, you're literally marketing directly to the consumer.
Yep.
Like literally, you're not, and it's not even like, what is it, like $20 a month to have like a automated email type of thing or
Yeah,
whatever
it's
it is, $30 a month.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Crazy cheap, and you're going right to the customer. Not saying that you can't use the other avenues or you still need proper content to go out to these customers and or potential customers, but man, email marketing is huge because you're bypassing all the other distractions when they're on a social media app or when they're watching TV or whatever. It's like they literally have to click and open the email, and it's only your stuff in that email.
Yeah. It feels more personal.
Yeah.
That's where really good copy shines. Like if
Yeah.
you can write really
That's why we
good
have AI.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah. If I was doing an email marketing campaign, I would just put some ideas into AI. I wouldn't even try to make it personable because that's not where I shine at.
Right.
Stephen King reference in there somewhere. But
I didn't catch it.
Shining.
Oh, okay.
but anyway, some of the really good ones I've seen is the some of the presets that I've gotten. They're like, hey, free preset, just put your email in and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I've always wondered, I'm like, why do they just need my email? Like obviously I just give them like one of my other like emails that isn't like have bills and stuff like that in there. And I was watching a video and somebody was talking about if you make something that is useful, where like right now in our field, a good preset is really useful to us.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And so you make it free and you make all of these, like you just have to, the cost is putting your email in there, and then you come up with a really good pitch and just have something like, say like 1,000 people download that preset. So you have 1,000 emails,
Yeah.
and then you make a preset pack that's like 10 and you sell it for $5.
Right.
And 200 people buy that. Just like it's an impulse buy. Like it's like 10 presets, $5. Like in your mind, it's like, oh my gosh, that's 50 cents a preset. And you look
Yeah.
at it, and then all of a sudden you made $1,000
Yeah.
off of something that's 20 or 30 bucks.
So
Right.
there's a lot of videographers do that. Mm-hmm. It's very smart.
Yeah.
I've always wanted that too, but I was like, no.
Yeah. It was really interesting because I was just like, how do they get these marketing? Like, because some people's presets, like, they're kind of expensive.
Yeah.
But then I see where they get a lot of their money from is like they make like maybe a pack or two, and they have 100 presets, and they sell them at the cost that they want. But then
Yeah.
they're like, okay, I made a new set. Let's make version 2, and this one's gonna go on sale for like 75% off.
Sure.
It's like move all of that and then get them interested in the next ones.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's really interesting, and I'm sure there's other ways people market through email, but that was just one that obviously spoke to me.
Yeah, and there's a billion ways to do it, right? I mean, it could even be subconscious to where, like, again, you're not even marketing your product. You're marketing the new free thing that came out. So, like, you're marketing your next podcast episode or the video you just dropped on YouTube. But in the video, then you're actually selling them on something.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So you're getting, because once people are committed to something, they want to stay committed. And so you keep clicking, you keep committing.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah.
That's good.
I mean, it could even be as simple as just when somebody makes a purchase from you, you have a really nice, sincere follow up. Like,
Yeah.
I've had ones like, hey, we noticed you bought this. I think it was from Polar Pro. And Polar Pro, it was a really roundabout way of asking for a review, but it was so uniquely worded. It was something like, hey, what kind of photographer are you? How are you using our V&D filters? And I was like, they didn't just ask for a review, but they asked for it in a unique way where it's just like, it's personable. You've made a personal connection. And I know exactly what's happening. And they're like, oh, hey, this guy's a landscape photographer. Put it in here with these ones. How many landscape photographers? How many videographers? Like, I knew how the data was going to be used, but it was asked in a way where it's like, how are you using it?
Yeah.
What are you doing with it? Okay.
Yeah. Mind blowing. All right. You guys have anything else?
No, I think we're in an interesting age of marketing right now.
Oh my gosh. So many options.
Yeah, you can
So many avenues.
super refined, or you can just do right off the cuff, and that's super affordable, and people are making a lot of money off of that. Just they know their audience, and it's one of those brands where they want to be like, one person is the brand of it.
Yeah, I think that's the ultimate answer to, you know, what should you use for your marketing is where is your audience? Like, who are you trying to sell to?
Yeah.
Once you figure out who you're trying to sell to, where's their attention? And then market in that space where their attention is. And then boom, you know,
Solid.
Absolutely.
sales.
You got 1,000 emails.
Yeah, you do not need to be like an expert on every single platform, because every single platform is so different from each other right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, and that's just exhausting too. And not needed.
Yeah.
At all. Like just what you said. It's like, you don't need to be an expert on really any platform. Just the ones that, you know, where your audience is. And even then, you don't even need to be an expert. You can hire people out.
Yeah. No, and that's where we come in.
GrowingMediaMarketing.com.
We love
Email
making
us.
stuff.
Yeah. So reach out. We love you guys.
Make it look good.
Okay, bye.
Laters.
Okay, love you. Bye.